The National Restaurant Association show offers plenty of great food, but one state goes all out to showcase its culinary standouts. Oregon has the climate, the chefs, and the innovation to make it a leader in American cuisine. And for one day at NRA, the Windy City's Art Institute is transformed to Oregon in Chicago. I'm with Patrick GABRISH of Pacific Natural Foods. Patrick, tell me about your company.
Well, thanks, Joy. Pacific Natural Foods is one of the pioneers in the natural and organic industry. We've been around for over 25 years. Recently doing food service for the last 7. Customers in retail will really know us for our soup, broth, chicken broth, and non-dairy beverage products. In food service, we really have a great portfolio of dairy substitute products, including soy, rice, oat, almond, hemp. As a matter of fact, we're the only company that does a non-dairy soy product specifically manufactured to perform well in food service cooking applications, especially the specialty coffee industry.
Portland, Oregon is known for its environmentally friendly ways, its majestic vistas, and its chic urban vibe. Locals and visitors alike dig its fresh, innovative cuisine, and though this hot spot has only been around for a few years, Ned Ludd has made quite the impact on the Oregon culinary scene. Quickly tell me a little bit about your restaurant and about the wood-fired element that you love so much.
Well, Ned Ludd opened in December of 2008, kind of the height of the recession. I had inherited an old pizza place, decided just to kind of make a go of it. I'd again been wanting to open a restaurant for a really long time, and decided that I had worked in 2 other wood-fired oven restaurants, and decided that you could totally make a go of it. Just put together a really small menu. I have a lot of committed sources and producers of the food, farms and proteins, and so we started really small, really basic, opened up, and it's kind of just been a swan song ever since.
David, tell me about your secret to your success. What makes it work for you?
The secret of success at Park Kitchen is our relationships with our suppliers. We really have a unique restaurant setting, and our suppliers are really creative and talented people with a great story as well as great products. And so we have established long-term relationships with them that we've established that allow us to get some fantastic products that are really special. And because we're friends with these people, we're able to have deep relationships that extend beyond just me buying their product and them selling it to me, as we can do special events beside that, which are unique and creative as well.
Tell me about this farm-to-table concept.
Well, growing up in a small farm town, I learned what vegetables tasted like before they kind of took a side turn, got off the main track. So I've always been a gardener, and so the aspect of getting things closer to home was always important. And after traveling to Europe in the late 70s and seeing the difference between what was going on there and here, it became obvious to me that there was a different way to find food, and I wanted to apply sort of what I had learned there on a scale out here where I could source those ingredients in the same way.
Wonderful. And you're sort of a pioneer in the area of cuisine and restaurants in the Portland area, and other chefs in this room have told me about that tonight. How does that make you feel?
I grew the beard so I could kind of grow into that whole pioneer thing, So, no, but seriously, we've always felt that it's what we call real food. We want to be close to the producer. We want to face behind all the ingredients. We want to know the fisherman, the rancher, the whole deal. And we've pursued that for the last 25 years, and finally, it's suddenly become mainstream, and that's a reward, because that means that agriculture is coming back home, and that's what we really want to see, is people to use the foods of their region and showcase them, much as it's been done in Europe for a long time.
One man who knows food, restaurants, and the secret to making an eatery extraordinary is Robert IRVINE. Host of Food Network's Restaurant Impossible, IRVINE told visitors to NRA that the next great idea might just come from the guy next door.
If I could change one thing about the restaurant industry, it would be that we share a lot more than what we do as chefs and entrepreneurs, and trying to help each other. We tend to be, that's mine, and we're not sharing. And what IFMA does is share, and that is an amazing thing to give other people. And if the restaurant industry could do that the same as IFMA does, the restaurant industry will be way better off.
Among the more delicious treats at NRA, the Sweets and Snacks Expo. Just a nibble or an all-day graze, you simply can't eat just one.
The Sweets and Snacks Expo, we get to have a sneak preview of all of the trends that consumers will be buying throughout 2011 and 2012. One of the big trends that we saw this year are flavor profiles, where a company will take 2 or 3, maybe even 4 flavors that you wouldn't normally expect to see together and mix them in one product. Maybe a berry and a mint in a gum product, or 2 different flavors of potato chips or popcorn in one bag.
I think there's quite an increase. There's definitely more options available out in stores. I think a couple years ago it was much more difficult to find items for people who have celiac, but I think it's getting better.
And every time that we cater somewhere, guaranteed at least 2 or 3 people are going to come up to us and be like, oh, my goodness, I have celiac disease, or my mother has celiac disease, and this is incredible. You're doing like gourmet food for people with celiac disease. So really it's something that we want to keep on persevering with and educating people to as well.
At NRA, to be a pro in the restaurant industry, you'll have to start somewhere, and ProStart has the answer. The 2-year program for high school students brings the classroom and industry together, giving students a head start at a career, and the restaurant industry some of the brightest young talent in the business. I'm with Janet Duke. She teaches the ProStart program in Newport Beach, California. Janet, first of all, congratulations. You must be so proud of your students.
I am so proud of them. They've worked so hard, and to have this success is amazing.
And the success they had, they won 2 different categories.
They won in the culinary competition, and they also won in the management competition. It was 2 separate groups, and it was surreal that they won both.
Tell me about the enthusiasm of these students as they enter the program and how you've seen them progress.
Well, as they first enter the program, I see them kind of with questioning minds, and as they start seeing the opportunities that are available to them, they just light up, and then they want to be more a part of it. And so ProStart gives them that chance and that reaching for success, and they become passionate about what they're doing.
On a hot Saturday night in Chicago, the National Restaurant Association Educational Foundation named a new Ambassador of Hospitality. The prestigious award honors a leader in the industry, and this year's honoree is a legend with a name you'll recognize. 3rd-generation restaurateur and president of the Ralph Brennan Restaurant Group, Ambassador Ralph Brennan. Congratulations on being named Ambassador of Hospitality. You've certainly earned it. What does this mean to you?
It's a wonderful honor for me. I've been involved in the Education Foundation of the National Restaurant Association for a long time, and I think it honors not only me, but everything that my company does, and we have almost 500 employees, and they're all committed to education and hospitality and the wonderful things about our industry.
It is a wonderful industry, and I know you know about this ProStart program, and you see these young people, and you talk about all the professionals you work with, and you look at the talent that's coming up right now. What do you think about that?
You know, I was there in Kansas a couple of weeks ago for the ProStart Invitational, and I had a chance to watch both the management side and the culinary side, and these kids are smart. I'm watching what they're doing and the proposals that they're making, and I'm getting ideas from them. So I think it's very exciting. It really gives these kids, an opportunity to really learn about our industry and to see some of the great things and the career opportunities that you have.
Wonderful. Ralph Brennan, thanks so much, and congratulations again. Enjoy your night. What better way to end a delicious day than with a room full of desserts? This luxurious display was held off-site by invitation only at Chicago's Lux Bar, hosted by Stephen Roberts Original Desserts. I'm with Steve FABOS of Stephen Roberts Original Desserts, and tell me a little bit about some of the trends that we're seeing.
Well, what we're seeing in this particular marketplace, what has happened in the marketplace is that because of the downturn in the economy, people stopped going to restaurants as much. So what the restaurant trade looked for was innovation, new and exciting things to bring people back to the restaurants.
You have some very, very innovative items here. How do you come up with these ideas?
That's one of the great secrets, you know. Can't give those secrets away, but we have a great team of innovative chefs, food scientists that work in our innovation and development department.
We're always looking for the next big thing, and we're searching for that constantly. Tonight we were showing exotic fruits from other countries. The world is getting smaller all the time,
right.
And a lot of these fruits from other countries are starting to show up in the United States. And one of the things we tried to do tonight is make desserts out of fruits that maybe aren't too familiar to the American people.
Well, what I got here is kind of on-trend flavors is what I was focusing on.
Okay.
So kind of the new hip flavors. So one of the things I got here in front is it looks like a California roll sushi, but it's fruit sushi. The classic drink, Red Bull and vodka. So I paired that kind of in an unusual shape. It's pasta alla vodka. So I made Red Bull noodles. It has a blood orange white chocolate martini as the sauce. So you get the Red Bull, you get the vodka, but it looks savory, but it's a sweet thing. And then you get a little bit of crunch in there that's energy drink Pop Rocks.
So now you've met some of the trendsetters, and believe me, they have come up with some great stuff. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joy Robertson from the Food Channel, and now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have a little dessert for myself.